All right, I think we're live on YouTube. I don't know if anybody's there. No, earlier today I said I was going to be setting up or setting this up for about 7:30, 8 o'clock, but I got tied up doing some stuff, so nobody's here yet. So I'll just be talking to myself. I got to figure out how to. No, leave a comment. Ryan, oh, hey, I got a couple people watching. I don't know who's out there. Hi, everybody. Hopefully this is coming through halfway clear. I know it's probably a little bit grainy because I don't have very good service. Hey, Michael. Thanks for showing up. A little late, but I finally made it. Got tied up with some stuff and finally got able to do it. And we got some background noise. Got some rain hitting the tin roof in the shop. So, oh, I invited Ryan from Streetcar Chronicles, hoping he'll hop in here pretty quick. I tried to figure out how to leave a comment so I can tag the oh the link to this. So if anybody else want to jump on live, they could do that. But I'm not sure how to leave a comment. Oh, here we go. Post comment. Thanks, Mike or Michael, whichever you prefer. Uh, I've got the link up there if anybody wants to copy that and jump on the live. More than welcome to. I think I got room for 5 other people. I don't know how long I'll be on here. I'm off work tonight and tomorrow, so I don't have anything to do. But I know this is the middle of the work week for most people, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. 10-4, Mike. I've worked with some guys that they're pretty picky about that. I call them Mike, and they're like, "My name's Michael." I'm like, all right, sorry. Just sitting on the tailgate of old Crane Puff here. We just got back from about a 2-hour long road trip, getting some parts for the Duramax that I'm working on. Jaden used filler on deep scratching in the bed. You can. It depends on if you go to use your bed for a pickup bed, it'll probably heal out pretty quick. It won't hold up and be very durable. But if you're trying to make a nice truck that you're really not going to be putting a bunch of stuff in the bed, it'll probably work okay. I'm not the best body man to know what products are out there nowadays to really use. I'd probably use some. I got a cat over here meowing. I would probably use. I think they used to call it Dyna Hair or something like that. More of a fiberglass filler. Kitty cat's meowing at us. I don't know if anybody can hear him. Hey Ricky, yeah, I'm been busy. Spend all my free time outside of work working in my shop. I've got my son's Duramax in here. I might be putting some videos out on it uh, in the near future. I figure that's because that's the only thing I've got going on right now. I only got room in my shop for one big project at a time. I mean, I got the other bay kind of open, but uh, I just don't like to get too many projects going at once. Which basically I've already got so many going anyways. But it's a major project I'm doing. I got the transmission out of it right now, and done getting ready to put the injector pump back in once I get a gear for it. No problem, Jaden. And so yeah, just stay busy, trying to stay cool, but it don't work very good. The shop's been an average of like 105 degrees every day in the last 2 weeks. I've been working on this truck. Says we got 10 people. I'm not sure if Ryan from Streetcar Chronicles got my or my text with the telling him I was ready to go. He may be working on old Mike Concho. He's got a pretty cool little Malibu. He's got a big block in and then oh, we got twin Holly snipers on it right now. They're trying to get set up and running. Looking forward to seeing that car at the No Name Nationals. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of these cars at No Name Nationals. I'm not the best as far as keeping up with what everybody's doing, but I try to. HEI on my 84. Let's see. Let me read this real quick. Usually, anytime I've experienced that, it's a ground issue. I'm not saying that's the only reason they'll go out like that, but uh, if you keep going through them, I would make sure you've got your engine grounded very well. Should be a ground on the backside from the factory. Should be a ground from the passenger side cylinder head to the cab. Be kind of that braided open wire, no coating on it, going from the back of the block to the cab, or back of the cylinder head to the cab, and then there should be your ground wire going. Some of them go straight from the alternator bracket over to your battery. I like to put one from the alternator bracket to the battery, and also one from the alternator bracket or the battery down to the frame. Uh, that way, you got everything good and grounded. Your ground is a big key on that. So I would check all your grounds, Ricky. Make sure you got everything grounded good. After that, yeah, you might check your pickup coil and that stuff. But most times I've had the issues with the modules blowing out. It's because it's a ground issue. Well, Jason's garage. How you doing, Jason? We're just hanging out on the tailgate. That's all I'm doing. Just trying to be a little more active on my YouTube channel and try this live stuff out. I done one last week. It worked out pretty good. Hey, Ryan, finally showed up. Did you get my text with the link to this deal? I sent you a text. Hey, Emily and Jerry from Ugly Truck Experience. They've showed up. How you guys doing? I'm a little late, but I had some stuff come up. If we get enough people here, I may tell that story. Everybody just go grab your bag of popcorn and sit back and I can tell stories. Hey, Brett. Yeah, I'm sorry I got started so late. I know a lot of people are probably going to be getting ready to go to bed, but let's see this one right here. I appreciate you watching my videos. I'm glad I'm helping some people out. That was the biggest thing for me with these videos. A lot of it. I mean, I'm trying to be more entertaining, but most of it's just trying to help people figure stuff out. May not be the right way, but it's usually the way I've done it for years, and somehow it works. Hey, Jacob for Busted Grill Garage. You guys need to go check out his YouTube channel. Uh, I don't know. Can't remember. Sorry, Jacob, but I can't remember. I don't know if I've ever had you in a video. I know I done some work on your engine when we tested on the test stand. But I can't remember if I put a video out about that. But Jacob's young guy, a young gearhead. He's got some pretty cool cars. He's got a pretty cool channel trying to get started. So everybody go check that out. Going pretty good, Thomas. All right, thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. I try to put some good stuff out there. Hey, John Wilburn showed up. I posted in the comments the link to this if anybody wants to jump on. I don't know if I can. I'm not sure how to pin it to the top, if I need to pin it to the top or just leave it where it's at. Yeah, I don't know how to. Oh, wrong one. I'm just playing around with the comments. Oh, there's a guest. Somebody wanting to come in. Hey, it's Ryan. Ed String.
What up, buddy?
Hey, Ryan.
How you doing?
Good. I'm gonna switch us to the side by side layout so we got more room for activities. There we go.
Perfect. What's up, John? How you doing, buddy? We got some people in here, huh? Look at that.
I got 15 watching.
Heck yeah.
Or at least 15 people has clicked on it and probably went to sleep, but it don't matter.
Come on, man. Come on now. They're eating this up, dude. Square Body stuff is starting to go live. It's awesome.
Go live from the tailgate.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that, man. You're set up. I'm live from the back porch. I just got back from football practice, so.
Yeah. Oh, you can see some lightning in the background.
So you're fixing to get some rain?
No, I think it's pretty well done with, and we had a little bit of rain south of us where I had to take a road trip to go get a part for this Duramax I'm working on, and it's kind of a long story. I may tell it here in a little bit. Like I was saying earlier, everybody grab a bag of popcorn and listen to me tell a story time. But NSB Customs, how you doing?
NSB's in here. Oh yeah, there we go. I'll scroll all the way to the top. What's up, NSB? How you doing, sir? Or sirs?
Sirs.
So how's progress? Let's do a progress on Squeaky. How we coming along?
Well, pretty much the same as last time. I haven't actually done anything to them other than order some parts. The pistons, I got an email today that the pistons should be here Friday.
Sweet. Awesome.
So at least have them in house. And I haven't gotten any word on where they're at with my block getting it machined. But until I get this, I'm still working on my son's Duramax till I get it done. That big project done, not really going to do anything else unless I'm just sitting there waiting on parts. But I got the transmission out of that Duramax right now. I can see the transmission on the stand.
Whew, that's a lot of work. Man, that's a lot of work.
Yeah. Built a little fixture to put my engine stand for. That's a monster of a transmission.
Oh, yeah.
But really,
no joke.
This is the first one I've ever messed with as far as tearing into them like that. And it really wasn't near as bad as what I thought it was going to be. There's lots of room under there. The worst part about it is, I've got one of them Harbor Freight transmission jacks that tilt every which way and everything. But once you get the transmission out and down, I don't have enough room while it's on the jack to get it out from underneath the truck. So I got to slide it off the jack, then drag it out from underneath the truck. That's not too bad, but going back in, I haven't quite got that figured out yet.
Yeah, that's always the trick, isn't it?
We've done a few 4L60Es and Tahoes and a Jeep Cherokee transmission with all that. And they're small enough you can kind of manhandle them up on there. Well, this transmission is about as big as a Tahoe is. I mean, it's a monster.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I got a turbo 350 we got to put back in, and that donk car we built. It's about to be done, and it's at my buddy's house that owns the car, and he doesn't have a lot of tools, so it's kind of tricky over there. There's gonna be a
Yeah.
lot of grunting and complaining going on.
Uh, Back in the day, the turbo 350s and 400s, I just put them up on my knees. I never was stout enough to bench press one up in there, but
Yep.
I get them up on my knees and not even use the jack and have a long extension to start my bolts and everything.
Yep. And I created a mess for myself this week on my car. I took 2 steps backwards.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we welded all the rear suspension stuff in. I'm putting in brackets so I can change the instant center on the car, and I've got two-wheeler control arms. So we took it over to my buddy's shop in Haltom City, about 45 minutes south of me or so, and rolled it up on there and dropped the rear end down and started welding and stuff. Well, I let the rear end, when I let the upper control arm loose on the top, the rear end slid forward, and I had the drive shaft in the car. But I guess it's just the right length because it went forward, hit the output shaft on the 400, and popped the plug out of the back of the yoke.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I had to pull the drive shaft back out, run it back to my drive shaft shop, and had him weld it up. And then I thought, man, you know what? I had a 1350 to 1310 U joint because I got a stock yoke on this 12 bolt I'm running, and I didn't really like that. But you know, in the end, with the crunch time and then the amount of money I've been spending and then what I got to spend in the future here pretty soon, I was like, I'll just run the 1350 to 1310, see if it holds. And so I thought, man, it's a sign from above that I'm supposed to put a better U joint in that thing. And so I bought a yoke and had him change the brand new U joint out for another brand new solid 1350.
Yeah, I've still got to get a drive shaft built for Squeaky. So I could put that 14 bolt rear end in them.
Yep.
And originally it was a 2-piece drive shaft, and I'm gonna go with the single drive shaft. And
yep.
So I still got to get that done. I'm gonna answer Ricky real quick.
Yeah.
I had it on my 6-ton jack stands. That's as high as it'll go on those jack stands, and then I put my jack underneath the front of the truck with blocks on it and it's getting kind of sketchy. Back in the day, in my younger days, I probably would have just sent it, but I was getting, I thought, man, I don't want to drop this truck on this transmission. So I chickened out. I've got some like 2x12s that I'm going to stack up. So I have a little more and put my jack on top of those with the 1/4-inch plate on top of that. So I can have something a little more solid to get the truck up a little bit higher. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. What is that? Make a 74. Good day, fellas. Your videos are big. Hey, another Australian, dude. There's a lot of Australian guys. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, well, years ago, I used to build chainsaws, modify them, port them out, and stuff like that, and that's kind of a big deal. I've got another YouTube channel called, what is it?
Regular stuff?
No, well, I actually got 3 YouTube channels that are active.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But yeah, I've got regular stuff, which I just started last year. I got a video going to be coming out in the next few days on that channel. I haven't put anything on that channel in a while. Just been too busy even keeping up with one.
Yeah.
But the other channel is, I think it's Stumpy's Custom Saws.
Oh.
I think that's what it's called. Anyways, or Stump Broke Saws or something like that. That was my stickers that I put on the saws and I modified it. It was Stump Broke Saws.
Oh.
But anyways, kind of getting back to the Australia thing, I was building, people mail me a saw. Some of them are brand new, or they'd send me money and I'd go to my local dealer and buy a brand new one, modify it for them, send it to them, for people all over the United States. And had a guy send me like 2 or 3 from Alaska. And then I had a guy from Australia hit me up, and he wanted to price one if I bought it in the United States and modified it and shipped it to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a quote and everything for him. He said that's within a few dollars of him buying a brand new power head, and that's it. No modifications. That's the price difference between here and Australia.
Yeah.
So he sent me the money, and I built him a saw, and I shipped it to Australia. So that was my little claim. I got saws all over the world, and
That's awesome, dude.
that was like a whole nother life, really. It was, and all that channel is I think I only showed my face like maybe twice, and out of all the videos, it was just about the saws. I'd usually take a video of the saw when it was stock or however I received it, and then modify it, and then take a video of it cutting in the same log with the same bar and chain, and you got it. You can see the actual difference, the speed difference in cutting.
That's awesome.
But it was a lot of fun. I done a lot of saws. I never did keep track of how many I did. Let's see. I'm having trouble keeping up with these comments.
Yeah, I keep scrolling the wrong way.
Yeah. This one, someone's trying to get talk to John Wilburn about Mopar stuff, which I know very little bit about.
Yeah, me too. I'm learning though between all these guys' Mopar channels. I tell you what, here's the deal. Here's what I'm gonna say. I don't know how I found myself in the Mopar circle, but I'm glad that I did, because I'm learning a lot of stuff about Mopars that I never knew before. Like, I knew about certain things, like on a I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but like if you had a triple black 70 Challenger, there's a certain code that those cars had to see if they were actually a true triple black car, and if it was a 440 or a 426. And I know that they're pretty rare. And I know a guy that has one about 40 miles north of me. It's pretty awesome. It's a 440 4-speed car. But yeah, I've learned a lot from those guys on the Mopar stuff. It's pretty neat.
I learned a lot about them. I mean, I've always been a Mopar fan. Never really owned any. Had a Durango, a 17 Durango RT at one time, but it new. Yeah. And then we've got my wife's got a 1500 Ram. But I've always liked the Mopars. But the yeah, I'll admit I'll admit that I'm a closet Mopar guy. But that show, Graveyard Cars, I don't know if you've ever watched it. They've got the YouTube channel too now, and I binge watched that. I DVR'd it, and I'd get, if I didn't have anything else to do, I'd sit there and watch that, catch up on it, and you learn a lot. The spender tags or the ID tags, like you saying, has the codes for the interior, exterior, all the different colors and all that stuff, which is, I wish GM and all the companies would do that. That way you can actually verify what the car came with.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Blake showed up.
Plot twist. Most of my friends back home are four guys. I'm the odd one there. Yeah. Here's the deal. I give Mopar guys and four guys shit all the time, but here's the deal. It doesn't matter what you like as long as you like the automotive stuff. You know what I mean? Keep the automotive stuff alive. Just like you are a big square body guy, right? There's some people. I got a buddy of mine who's a hardcore 72 and back guy, but he just doesn't do square bodies. He hates square bodies. I'm like, dude, square bodies, best truck that's ever built. And he's like, no, it's not. I'm like, yeah, we'll go back and forth. Anything pre-72, he's the guy I go. If I go buy a 67 C10 and I need help with something, I'm going to go to him. If I buy a 73 and Ford and I don't know what I'm doing, I'm calling you.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, we have fun with each other as far as, ribbing the Ford and Mopar guys. They, but for me, I have my preferences.
What's up,
but man, as long as the guy's having fun and enjoying himself with it, it doesn't matter what you got. I don't care if you got a Yugo or whatever. Just have fun with it.
Man, me and Blake were talking about K cars the other day. I mean, like I had a buddy of mine used to have an Omni GLH, and he had all kinds of stuff done to that thing. And I thought, and he was a Mustang guy, and he bought that car out of nowhere, and he was ripping around town. I mean, that thing was quick. He had a whole bunch of work done to that sucker. And I just remember going, man, what the heck? How did you go from nitrous 5-speed 347s to turbo GLH, K car stuff? Like,
Yeah.
he's like, man, it's a ripper and it gets good gas mileage. I'm like, I get it. It's cool. It's different. It's different.
Yeah. And that's, working on this Duramax, it's a little change of pace for me.
Yeah.
But, I wasn't really wanting to do it at first, but I was going to save my son some money, and I'm going to have to just start doing some work to mine. His is an 05, mine's a 2012.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff I'm going to be doing to mine similar to what we're doing to his. I'm going to upgrade my injection pump, stuff like that. So, well, I get some practice on his truck because they're all real similar. They made some changes in 2011, but they're all real similar. So it's like I can get some practice on his truck before I pull mine in and start tearing it apart. Because I'll be pulling the transmission on mine too to do some upgrades to it. And after doing this one, I'm like, man, why did I wait so long? These things they're not simple or not easy, but they're not as bad as what I was thinking. When you pop the hood, I mean, there are just wires and gobbledygook everywhere. It's like, man, where do you even start? But
right.
It's not as bad as what I thought it was going to be, but it's a change of pace from working on the old square bodies. And
all right, John, good to see you, buddy. Well, didn't see you, but good to read you.
Yeah, going to try a Friday premiere before the live. I'm curious to see how that works out. The bad thing is most time when people go live, like during the week or even on weekends in the evening, that's when I sleep, because my normal schedule is I work from 11 o'clock at night to 7 in the morning, and usually I get done what I need to get done in the morning while it's cool out, or during the day when everything's open, and then I sleep in the afternoon, or I sleep in the middle of the day and then wake up a little bit after my wife gets home from her job and spend some time with her. So usually I'm not on YouTube or computer or anything or phone in the evenings. So I gotta, but once I'll catch up on it later, but I hardly ever make all the lives.
Yeah. It's well, I try to make them as much as I can, but dude, between work and football and trying to finish my car, it's hard to catch all this stuff. Like I really should be in the garage right now, but I needed to go to Summit today and pick up some parts, and I didn't have the time, so I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And I got to thrash tomorrow.
Man, that would be cool, just to have Summit right down the road from you.
Well, let me tell you something. It's a catch-22. It's good and it's bad at the same time. It's bad for the sense that if anything I need, I can go get it. It's bad when you don't have the money and it's right there.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did Blake say goes like hell? Is that what GLH stood for, Blake? Was goes like hell for the Shelby stuff? If that's the case, I'll be dipped.
Huh.
Because that was Shelby's deal, when he was telling not the time to be killing. yeah, not the time to be chilling poolside. Absolutely. Wow, I did not know that. That's cool. That is really cool. I did not know that. I'm a huge Ford. I'm actually a Ford guy too. I love Shelby stuff. And
I like anything, anything older. We'll be driving through town or driving somewhere, and there'll be a really, and I'm a truck guy. Of course, I like cars too, but I'll see an old 70-something Ford that's, some of them are, got the patina like my trucks, and some of them are slick, and it's like, man, I really like that truck. That's a really nice truck. And, I enjoy all of them.
Yeah.
But as far as owning them, I'm just gonna have pretty much stick to old Chevy trucks. Yeah, ugly truck has to. No, I'm gonna be putting the engine together. All they're doing right now is they're boring the block. machining my main caps. I put those splayed caps on. They're going to machine those and deck the block, get it squared up and trued up. And then when they get done with it, I'll bring it back to the shop and I'll be doing some videos on assembling the engine and doing all that stuff. I'll be doing all the putting it together because I I I just build all my own stuff.
Like
Yeah,
living next to a chocolate donut shop and going on a diet. Yeah, that's right. Dancing Loan Rentals. That's exactly right. That's a good analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife hates it when I say I got to make a run to Summit.
Yeah.
It's usually for what? I'll be back.
Yeah. Yeah. One of these days, I hope I make it big time to where I can, go buy a square body, and whether it's a good flip truck, one that already runs and drives, or go buy one that's been sitting in the weeds for a while and, try to revive it, something like that. I mean, I bought one, a couple months ago and drug it home, but haven't done anything with it since. I was going to be making some videos of, cause it's pretty much just a parts truck. There's not enough left. It could be rebuilt, but, I think I can get more money out or more use out of it, parting it out.
Yeah.
It has some cool Ford mirrors on it though. They're like the mini West Coast mirrors that have the frame that goes from the top of the window on down.
Oh,
but the mirrors are smaller. When I got the truck, I was looking it over. It's like, oh, these are Ford mirrors. Well, crap. I thought, wait a minute. I know some Ford guys that are in the old F100s and stuff like that. So I looked them up on eBay, and I think the cheapest ones I found on eBay that had the same patina as the ones I've got were like $300, and that's more than I get for the truck.
Wow.
So I need to get them pulled off and get them on eBay, I guess. He's heading to Nashville from Australia.
Yeah.
First trip to America. Actually, I'm from Nashville. I think I'm about 4 hours west of Nashville. Not really that far. No, maybe closer to 5 hours west of Nashville.
Yeah, I'm 11 hours southeast of it.
Yeah.
My dad lives up in Columbia, about an hour outside of Nashville. And I'm down here in old DFW, Texas.
Yeah.
Where it's hot and people are getting weirder by the minute.
Yeah. I think that's about the way it is everywhere.
Trying to make me sell them. Nope. Oh, okay. Yeah, Blake's got a see. What you don't know about Blake? Blake has a secret stash of cars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got a whole stash of Mopar stuff. He's got a pretty cool truck, and he's got a Duster. You haven't seen the Duster in a while, but he's got a Duster and Slant 6 Duster. I think he's got some big plans for that. I hope it really comes true because that would be about the wildest thing on the internet. I bet he'd probably break the internet if he does it.
Is he keeping the Slant 6?
No.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
No, yeah. And that's the kicker. So I got to keep that under wraps.
Yeah.
If he does that,
is Steve Dulcich off of Motor Trend. I think he built a Slant 6 or someone. Yeah, they built a Slant 6 on what is that? Not Hot Rod Garage. The Engine Masters.
Engine Masters.
Yeah. Yeah, I watch all those shows too. I got hooked on Roadkill and Roadkill Garage and Engine Masters. I'm hooked on that stuff. It's not what it used to be as far as the Roadkill and Roadkill Garage, but they're still putting out some good stuff.
Well, it may be a dream, but you know what dreams are? They're just a wake up away from happening.
Yeah.
That's it.
I have lots of dreams.
Yeah, me too. I got lots of nightmares as well.
Yeah, that's usually where the dreams end up. They turn into nightmares. Like, oh man, what do I get myself into?
Yeah, no doubt. My car was supposed to be a pump gas twin turbo 496. Now it's a out of control compression all motor tunnel ram EFI car. I don't even know how the hell that happened.
Yeah. Well, I'm dumping some really stupid money. I mean, not stupid amount of money, but for what I'm building, it's a lot of money just stroking out a 305. And I was talking to a guy at work about it the other night,
Yeah.
telling him what I was doing. And I'm kind of like listening to myself third person, like, what are you doing, man? Why are you putting that much money in this, a 305? It's like, you know, just, it's the hot rodding spirit is part of it, you know?
Let me tell you something, man. Like you're pioneering something that's been pioneered before, but has been pushed to
Yeah.
the side and forgotten. And that's what's cool about it is like I always like it when somebody takes something that somebody goes, that's not even worth fooling with anymore. There's so
Yeah.
many easier ways to get horsepower. There's so many easier ways to get fuel delivery. And then they make the old stuff work and it works really well. Like I tell my son all the time, we've thought about putting, we got a 5.3 for his little S10 we're going to build. And I've thought about doing a conventional small block a million times over. And part of me is like, well, the reliability of the LS is less maintenance. But hard to
Yeah. I mean, I get the whole LS swap thing, and I know Ugly Truck Experience. They do a few of them, and they do a great job at them. And I get the whole idea of it, and I'm not 100% completely against it.
No,
one of my dream builds, it actually involves an LS, but there's a reason for that. But yeah, but I'm just old school. I like the old school, stuff, and.
Yeah.
The building the 305 is, I don't know, it's just something, I'm not the first one to do it. I'm not building the baddest 305 there ever was or anything like that, but I'm building something that nobody else really builds anymore. I mean, sprint cars use them. There's in classes in drag racing, they use them a lot, but the mainstream guys, just like, they're not worth the time, and they really aren't. I mean, I'm not delusional thinking that I'm
right.
But I kind of wanted to just show, I'm at the point now with it just to show, okay, this is hot rodding. Let's make power with something that we're not supposed to make power with.
Yeah. It was never intended to do that.
And I'm having a blast with it. That's really, that truck and that little 305 is probably the truck I've ever had, because I really don't care. I didn't care about it. I'm going to be a little more cautious with 305, or with the stroker, but I didn't care if I blew the motor up. I didn't care if I tore something up, because that was just part of it. It's just been so much fun. And then, the biggest kick I get out of going through the drag strip, when I go to local drag strip, somebody, oh man, look at that truck, it's pretty cool. And what do you got? I was like, oh, it's a 305. Oh, really? And then they look inside like, is that a truck 4-speed? I said, oh yeah. And, it's just the look on their face like, what?
Yeah, the element of surprise is always pretty cool. Like I said, you can make power with something much easier these days. But I mean, what's nice about the 334 stroker, even though cranks probably aren't super easy to get your hands on much, I mean, the blocks themselves.
The crankshaft's a 383 crank.
Oh, it is a 383 crank, isn't it? That's right.
Yeah, the 305 and 350 have the same crankshaft. Most of your mainstream cast cranks are the same casting number. Now I can't even remember the number off the top of my head, but I've run a lot of 305 cranks and 350s, and you're supposed to have them rebalanced, but I didn't. And actually, one of the best little 350s I ever built was just thrown together with what I had laying around. Had too big of a cam, and it was in my crew cab. Had too big of a cam for a 7,400-pound truck, and a 305 crank, which same as 350, had forged flat top or forged disc, basically stock replacement forged pistons, and aluminum intake and headers. Actually, same aluminum intake that's on cream puff here. But man, that motor that would scream, and I really didn't care about it because it was just thrown together. I was building a big block at the time, so yeah, it was another fun one, but kind of lost track. I get off on rabbit trails and I lose track of where I'm
No,
going.
you're
So
good, man.
feel free for even in the comments to get me back on track.
Well, I was just reading over here that Ricky said he's got a 71 Nova that he wants to get back on the road. It's got a long way to go. Body's decent, built 454 short block so far. Hey, man. 71 Nova, you're sitting on a
Oh
gold mine. Those things are going through the freaking roof. If they're not wrecked, they're race cars. And
yeah, that's one of my
anytime.
favorite cars, the Nova and the
Yeah.
Monte Carlo. They're the different ones. They
Yeah.
years ago they weren't as desirable. They're getting more and more desirable now. But I've always liked the little bit different cars. The Novas and Monte Carlos.
Oh, yeah. And then I just put a 350 small block in my square body. Cost me over $11,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Australia, man. It's nuts. But I have a buddy named Lyndon that I met, I don't know, probably, gosh, I don't know, 12, 13 years ago now. He lives in Brisbane. I don't know. I think he still lives there. Anyway, he's called the Cadillac King of Australia. He does nothing but Cadillacs. And what he does, he takes a month off, and then him and his wife start on the East Coast and just travel across the U.S. And he buys Cadillacs, and he'll have them shipped back if he can afford it. And so he's got a bunch of 59s, 58s. I think he's got a 48 Cadillac. He's got a whole bunch of stuff. But he also buys the Gene Winfield stuff. Remember Gene Winfield when he started doing the custom Cadillacs where he turned them into El Caminos?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, he found a few of those a while back, and he called me and my buddy Rich. He goes, "Hey, which one of you guys can store this car at your house for the next 6 months until I can get it shipped?"
Yeah,
Those guys are wild down there, man. I've always wanted to make my way to Australia for a summer Nats event, like since I was a kid.
yeah,
Like it's just I don't know. I guess I watch Road Warrior too much. Like I feel like you go over there and it's just a jungle of horsepower and you just do crazy stuff. Oh man.
and Mr.
Yeah,
Will's
that's
here.
all right. What's up, Mr. Will? Yeah, yeah, that sucks. So he always talks about how expensive it is to do stuff over there. It's crazy. He's got
Yeah,
a little rat rod truck he built too. I want to say it's a Model A truck, but it's got a blown nail head in it.
yeah,
And every time he has a problem with it, he's like, "Man, dude, it's such a beatdown. You know anybody that has any nail head parts? I'll pick them up next year when I come through." I'm like, I don't know anybody has nail head stuff. Those guys got that stuff packed away somewhere. They're not telling anybody.
yeah.
Yeah. But one year he came down here and he found two Cadillacs that he needed for his whatever needs. And he couldn't haul them, or no, he couldn't find a company to haul them to California where he's going to ship them out of. And so he got online and found a square body ramp truck that went up and over the top, like a full
Yeah.
ramp truck. And he bought it for $6,500, a crew cab, and put both the Cadillacs on it and drove that thing across the U.S. with his Cadillacs on it.
Yeah, that's another dream of mine, to get a crew cab square body ramp truck.
Oh yeah,
and take it on a road trip to either pick up a project truck, or my wife will go with me. We can go there if it's one that might run. Try to get it running and drive it back while she drives the ramp truck. And that's one of my other dreams. If my dreams came true, I'd have to buy some more property just to keep my drivable trucks. That's been a childhood dream, to have a fleet of square body trucks, and I've kind of got that now. I've got my cream puff here. He's my everyday cruising truck. Gets good fuel mileage for a truck and all that. And then I've got Squeaky. He's my play toy, and I've got my crew cab work truck, and then my rock crawler, which I haven't taken my rock crawler out really for a couple of years. Well, it's probably been 5 years since I've had him out to any actual place.
don't forget the motorhome.
Yeah, that's my wife. Say everybody say hi to Heather. That's my wife.
Hey, Heather.
She puts up with a lot.
Yeah, mine
Uh,
does too. They're
you know,
warriors. They're the
me and
true
my
champions behind our
yeah,
channel.
yeah. Uh, yeah, I've always wanted a square body motor home too. It's got the square body front end on it.
Yeah,
Just a square body of every flavor is what I want.
yeah, yeah. I wouldn't mind having a couple. I really, to be honest with you, there's two things that I want next. That, well, one of them I already kind of purchased, and that's the '67 G10 van.
Yeah,
But I want a square body dually. I need a 4-door square body dually, like your cream
yeah,
and blue truck.
yeah,
They are just getting so freaking expensive, man. It it's insane. At least it is down here. I don't know if it is where you are. We're here. Guys are wanting $7,000 for piles. Hey, Heather, Chad seems like a good catch. Yeah, yeah, he's a good one there. She made out like a bandit.
yeah, yeah. Well, it wasn't hard to catch me. I don't run very fast. I I'm the one that married out of my league with her. That's for
There you
sure.
go. There you go. What was she drinking when she said yes?
Crown Royal, Crown of Coke.
Crown will get you every time, man.
Yeah,
Every time. If it don't get you in the moment, it'll get you the next day. Yeah, they are crazy in price. They are getting up there.
uh,
Yeah, Blake, how much did you get paid, man? Let's be honest. Let's put it out there.
yeah. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, one of these days, if that's specifically, see, when we bought this house I'm at now, I wanted to be out in the country. I at least wanted a couple, maybe 2 or 3 acres. So I could build a shop. And then my wife's like, no, you want 2 or 3 acres so you can pile up all your projects and put your stuff out there. Where I'm like, that's not the case at all. I'm like, I want to put you a pool in with a backyard oasis and then have plenty of
Yeah,
room for the kids to play. And then, yeah, I might put a couple of cars over in the corner, but you won't see them.
yeah,
Yeah. She goes, you know how I know you're full of shit? And I was like, okay. All right. All
yeah.
right.
You're gonna open a can of worms since my wife's on here because now she's pretty cool about it. It's
Keeps us
my
out of trouble, dang it.
yeah my junk. I try to keep it out of sight from you can see it from the house or in the yard, but it's not just right there. She
Yeah.
like just keep it back there and we're fine. But if I have the times where I've been working on one of the trucks and it's just across in the yard from the shop, and it sits there for a while. She's like, so how much longer are you going to be on getting that truck back in the shop and getting it fixed? And that's code for she's tired
Yeah.
of looking at it.
I'm tired of looking at it.
And of course she hasn't mentioned it yet, but I know she's thinking it. I've had my rock crawler parked next to this shop for quite a long time now. I moved one project truck out of the way that I wasn't going to get to, and I put the rock crawler there so it'd be closer, so I could maybe get some incentive to work on it because I've got parts piled up for it too. Got to do some exhaust and stuff on it, and yeah, I haven't touched it. And it's just sitting there. It's a big ugly eyesore. To me, it's not. It's a beautiful piece of machinery, but I thought it the other day. I was pulling up the driveway, and there, him and Buddy sitting next to each other. I probably better move that before she says something. But
Yeah. Yeah. Mine will ask me how many more times I'm gonna have to squeeze by that car in the garage. I'm like,
yeah,
I'll have it down off the jack stands here pretty soon.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. She actually told me today, she goes, how many days do you have left until the No Name Nationals? I was like, I don't know, like a month and a half, 2 months. I don't know. And she goes, yeah, it's like X amount of days. And I was like, oh, and she goes, so you might want to get your ass out there and get to work. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm on it. And now I'm on here with you.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I haven't done nothing really to speak of with my project for No Name Nationals. It's gonna be, man. I keep thinking, oh crap, so I'm gonna need a clutch for it too. Something that's gonna really hold up. That the factory reman clutch that was in there was
Yeah.
working great, and it still looks almost brand new. Especially that I didn't I figured to be chewed up, but no, it looks pretty good. But I know what I'm gonna be doing with it. It's not gonna hold up, but I may have to use it for a little while just to make no name nationals. I don't know. It just depends on how it goes. I haven't figured out which clutch I really want. Uh, oh, I just seen something about pay for weed, but pay to weed whack. Okay, around all your projects. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Projects should be in quotation marks or brackets or whatever the proper English literature terms it's supposed to be. But yeah, projects.
Yeah. 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 All right, NSB, man. You have a good night, brother.
Yep. Take care. I appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, those dudes are cool. I can't wait to hang out with them, man.
Yeah.
I really like their dart they got. That's pretty cool. That's
Well,
gonna be fun
I mean,
runs.
the Mopar scene is going to be outrageous there.
Yeah.
And that's going to be cool because, like I said, we both mentioned, we're closet Mopar guys, and that's going to be cool to see all them up front in person.
Yeah.
There's just
Yeah, that's gonna be neat.
there's not a lot of them around my area. I've only worked on a couple, vintage Mopars.
Yeah. They're closeted around here too. I know there's a bunch over there in Fancy Town.
Fancy
But
Town.
yeah, all them fancy guys over there in Fancy Town, Dallas, they've got them hiding. I went to go write a claim on a car the other day, and the guy had it. It was a Tesla, and he opens up his garage. And next to the Tesla is this 63 split window Corvette.
Oh, wow.
A beautiful car. And I'm not a huge Corvette guy, but I do have a special spot in my heart for the C2s and 3s.
Yeah.
I learned how to ship my first car. The first time I ever shipped a car was in a 60 Corvette 327 4-speed. And so I got a special spot in my heart for it. But I was like, man, that's a good looking car. I said, I can't believe you have a Tesla. He goes, that's my wife's. I was like, oh. I was like, cool. He goes, yeah. So how long have you had this car? He goes, I bought it in 1965. It was 2 years old, and he's had it ever since.
Wow.
Yeah, he's restored the car twice, like repainted it, redone the interior twice. He drives the heck out of it.
That's cool. I mean, it's one thing having something like that, but not driving it, not wanting to drive it. I don't understand the point of it. But then again, now that I just said that, I've got the really capable rock crawler that is a blast to drive, and I never drive it. I guess it goes with something like that. It's just, but I don't know.
Micah, have a good night, man.
Later.
Yeah, that's
yeah, it's I don't know what time it would be there in Australia, but it's daytime there, I'm thinking.
Depends. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's got to be, right? Yeah, because it's nighttime here. It's let's see. I always do that because I'm like, man, what time? I always wonder because I'm going to call my buddy Lyndon. I'm like, wait, I'm probably going to call him in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15 hours in the future.
Yeah, 15 hours in the future. Yeah, so they're 15 hours in the future. Is that it? Is it 15 hours? So they're midday right now.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know, man. It's like going to another dimension. One day I'll make it there. I want to go there in Sweden. Some of the guys in Sweden, years back, I worked at a machine shop and we built a truck. It was a 37 Chevrolet truck. It was a tube chassis truck, 632 big block with a 1471 blower, the whole nine. And I'm like, man, who are we building this truck for? Like, I had no idea who they were. I'd never seen anybody come in, and we're just sinking money in this thing. And the owner's like, some guys from Sweden. And I was like, what? Yeah. Let's see. Can you believe that some people bought 60 bets brand new? Like your best. Yeah. This guy didn't, which is surprising. And that does blow me away that people did that. But anyway, yeah. So I brain farted. What was I telling you?
Blake, it's actually Wednesday.
That's right. Yeah, it's Wednesday today, buddy. He's been on vacation for a
Yeah,
day and a half. Yeah,
yeah. He's done lost track of reality. He's out there next to the pool drinking margaritas or White Claws or something.
yeah. He sent me pictures of his toes in front of a wave pool or something somewhere earlier, and then they were at some go kart track ripping around. I'm like, man, look at you guys living life to the fullest. That's nice.
Wednesday, 12:50 p.m. Is that what it is in Australia?
Yeah.
Nah, it's got to be later than that.
That's about right. Yeah, because see what's 9:50 now.
Oops, Thursday. Yeah, I was gonna say it should be
Thursday.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
should be
yeah, yeah.
Thursday. Okay.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So anyway, we built this truck for these guys. They flew over, and all these 5 dudes from Sweden show up, and they got coolers of beer with them.
Oh
And they just
wow.
come up. They hang out in the shop for 2 weeks while we finish the truck, and then like the owner of the shop's like, "All right, I'm gonna take you guys, to teach you how to drive it." And so we took him to a local track and trying to teach you. This dude had no idea what he was doing, man. He's just like, he had a bunch of money. He wanted a truck built, and he wanted the most horsepower he could afford. And he was like, all right, cool. Now teach me how to drive it.
Yeah.
So he made like 7 passes in it. I mean, if that's what you want to call it. And then shipped that thing back home and went to racing it. Just went to racing it. It was awesome. You guys are crazy. Something burnt. About 8 mixers. I'm gonna hop on. Aspirin's kicking in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, this ought to be interesting.
yeah.
Live
Greetings
from
from vacation land.
live from the motel room.
Yeah, I think they made their way back today. I think they were making their
Oh,
way
did they?
back. Today.
Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know if they're still up there or not.
I don't know. They're having a good time. I'd probably try to stay another day. What's up from Ohio? All right, man.
Everybody 82.
I need a square body now. Dang it. Dang it. You got an extra square body laying around out there you need moved? He's like, no, get off my stash.
Not for sale. All right. Take care, Mr. Will. Yeah, I'd love to chat with you about square bodies. I know you've got a Fall Guy truck, and that's pretty cool stuff for me. I want to take a peek at that thing. Another dream of mine with this YouTube stuff is to, guys like Mr. Will, it's got a really cool square body, is to fly out there or drive and just do an interview of different square bodies and stuff. That's one of the things on the old bucket list for the future.
Yeah, he's got a couple of cool cars. Doesn't he have a Starsky and Hutch car too? Or is that somebody?
He's got a Starsky and Hutch car, and he's got a Charger. I can't remember if it's 68 or 69 Charger. He's got some really cool cars. That Torino, that Starsky and Hutch car, that's another, Ford that I've always loved. I mean, it's just why not love it? It's,
oh man. And you know what's funny about those things too? Like I had a 69 GT Fastback with a 390 in it in high school. And I bought it for $2,000 and ran and drove. And now those things, you can't touch them.
Yeah.
They're just outrageous.
I'm going to answer this real quick. Yeah. Nothing's wrong with the Allison. I'm just doing some upgrades to the valve body and the stator. There's some valves and springs and stuff. That's just the simple talk to it about it. To upgrade the transmission to hold more power. It's nothing wrong with it. It was just doing some upgrades. I've been YouTubing how to work on these Allisons, and really, from what I've seen, they're really simple. They're just massive, but they're really simple inside. Instead of clutch packs that are this big around, the clutch packs are like, 10 inches around. They're everything's just big inside of them.
Yeah,
but I'll probably be doing some video on this Allison, what I'm going to be doing to it on my channel. So, I've debated on doing anything other than square bodies on my channel because Sometimes the videos I've put in the past that weren't square bodies just didn't seem to go over very well. But I think, you know, I think I'm just gonna put it on there and see how it goes because I want to show what I've been doing because I can't right now. I'm not doing any square body stuff. I'm doing Duramax stuff. Maybe there's me another channel. I don't know, but
Duramax stuff.
yeah, I, no, I don't work on enough of them to have another channel. But
Ricky Monk, he's got a square body too. So you got a Nova and a square body. God dang it! Dang it!
yeah, that'd be getting a square body camper and kind of plot out with different people throughout the country and just make a road trip, just make a big loop somewhere. And that's when I get to be a big YouTube star, can afford that. That's one of the things I really want to do. So everybody that's watching and subscribers, keep that in mind. Get everybody the more subscribers, the more we get going, the more dreams I have to take this somewhere. It's just that's the plan.
Yeah, that's the thing too. That's there's like Dalton from Pole Barn. He just drove the Holy Goat from Missouri to Midland, I think, or somewhere around there where he bought the car, where the car originally came from.
Yeah.
Then he went to Albuquerque, and he's just just going around. I was like, man, if you swing through DFW, hit me up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's cool. That car's that's just awesome. I mean that's
yeah. I gotta give that guy props.
I think Blake's. Yeah, there's Blake.
Yeah, I gotta give that guy props. Hey. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he's stuck in the fourth dimension. Oh.
No audio, Blake.
I'm gonna try to read your lips. Just talk real slow. Look at the camera, talk real slow.
I need more sunscreen.
Negative, sir. Negative. Ghost Rider. Somebody's been in there messing with your audio stuff.
Yeah, Ricky, I'd love to that and check out your Nova too. That's for sure.
Wait, now if he's going to show you the truck, though, I wonder if will he let like take us for a jump?
Oh,
can't have a Fall Guy truck if you don't jump it.
The fall, yeah, Mr. Will's Fall Guy truck, yeah, we got to be able to jump it.
Yeah, I mean, it could little jump. It don't have to be a big one. Just something. I'm sure you have since you're a square body guy. I mean, with the way they built those trucks.
Oh yeah,
did you ever go back and see some? And those things still folded from time to time.
Yeah, I've jumped them. Yeah. My rock crawler, I've had it going up some pretty steep hills and stuff, rocks and everything, and it's got a big block in it. It's just a factory, stock. It was a throttle body big block, but I put a carb intake, the factory intake on it, and stuck it in there. So, man, I had to just back up and mash it to get up this little cliff and a little drop off deal. And the guy I was with, he was watching from up top. He's like, man, you had all four wheels off the ground. I mean, and we're already going up a really steep hill. It's like, it was a blast. But whenever I landed, I heard something pop, but everything seemed okay until I had the truck up on the lift where I used to work, and I was checking it out, and my rear springs looked funny. They looked kind of twisted on the passenger side, and I got to look, and when I jumped it, it spun the axle tube inside the housing. Because I never did weld the rear axle tubes into the housing to keep them from spinning, and of course now it's welded with the axle tube a little offset. But it adds a little preload to that side, it preloads the springs.
Yeah.
I I think Blake's back.
See if he got it fixed up.
Here we
Hello.
go.
Oh,
Hello.
there's his
Hey,
boy.
hey, we can hear you.
Good. How are you fellas?
We're doing great.
Oh, I'm Peachy Keen. I
Those
forgot that.
eight daiquiris were all this morning, so I'm good now.
Okay.
Fantastic. Yeah, so we were just talking about the Fall Guy truck. I think Mr. Will's going to let us come and jump his truck. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did he say? He did say that in the comments, right? Is that
Maybe something like that.
okay?
Yeah, I was listening on my phone about how you go interview people on different square bodies and stuff, and I tried doing something on our channel called sub rides. And subscribers of the channel, if they're in the area or whatever, we'd do an episode on their vehicle, and we've done like 2 of them. So that's kind of something neat to get your
Heck yeah.
viewing audience involved in your channel, I thought.
Yeah.
So
Well, I've thought of doing something like that too. Just try to have like a square body of the month or something like that, and then have my viewers either email me or message me, pictures or videos.
Too much facial hair in this room. That's funny.
the percentage of body fat is skyrocketing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Mine's going down.
And I thought about doing something like that, that way, kind of get the viewers involved. And, that is one thing about my channel. It is, like I said earlier, if I do something other than square bodies, it kind of seems like maybe I'm letting my fans down. And maybe they don't see it that way. I kind of see it that way, but, they come here for square body stuff. But my channel is kind of a smaller niche, I guess you could call it. So, and I knew getting into it that I've kind of keep myself in a smaller corner if I just stuck with just square bodies. But, I think where I'm at now, I don't think it's going to matter much what I put on. People are going to watch. I may get some thumbs down. Usually when I put something other than square bodies on there, I get the unlikes, but
you can do like a weekly deal, or a bi-weekly deal where square body stuff works on something different.
yeah.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
square bodies, I mean, there's probably forums up the ass, Facebook pages for them. So they got a good demand, a good following, so you got a good market there.
Yeah.
But I think you're always going to find somebody new that wants to learn about them. They can stumble across you.
Yeah, I'm always going to have the information and the teaching part of the channel. I don't ever really want to get away from that at all. But I do want to add some more, I guess, entertainment and variety. I guess that's why I wanted to do these lives, because it's it's a little something different for my channel, and actually get to know me a little more personally, because when I'm in front of the camera doing this by myself. And that's another thing different with my channel from like you guys is, you have other guys in there working in the shop with you, and I'm kind of a lone ranger. And
yeah, it's definitely different. Yeah, it's hard to be funny. You got to really think long and hard about how you're going to be funny when you're by yourself.
That's why I have my imaginary friend Stumpy show up every once in a while. So I have somebody to hang out with.
But I got to tell you, the tool review video was fantastic. I mean, I thought it was great, dude.
Oh, you like that?
You did it really well. Yeah, you did it really well. Love how you come sliding out from underneath the truck.
Yeah.
Testing it out. That was great, man.
Yeah, that's something else I've never done. Like a tool type review, and didn't know how it would go, but
people love that stuff.
Yeah, it's not got the views I thought it might, because putting Harbor Freight, hashtagging it or whatever, or tagging it and icon, the words and stuff.
Yeah,
I was hoping maybe it'd catch some traction there, because I had the best video I ever put out was a short, as far as like views for the first 24 hours, was a short about my Folgers cans. Because I can see at least 20 of them from where I'm sitting, and there's more other places. I just save all my Folgers cans, and I've got a problem. And so I made a short video about my Folger can fetish, or something like that. And man, that thing within like the first couple hours had over 1,000 or almost 2,000 views. Like, holy crap. But then my next video I put out back down to the 200 or 300. And
I think it has something to do with summertime, where people are, at
yeah,
the pool drinking margaritas and stuff,
yeah.
I wouldn't know anything about that, Blake.
Or at the lake.
Richmond, Indiana.
I'm gonna hop out because everything sounds like Skynet's hacking my system. I'm gonna try to restart.
Okay.
John Wilburn's stuff must have touched my computer or something. I don't know.
I'll see you in a bit. It's Square Body Farm, Square Body Show in Richmond, Indiana. I know I won't be going to that. It'd be nice to, that's another one of the dreams, to be able to go to these big events and stuff for Square Bodies, because they are big. 5-10 years ago, this rusty old truck I'm sitting on right now would have been maybe being running and driving good and everything like that. It's probably a $2,500 truck back then. Now, I mean, I'm not trying to talk my own vehicle up, because to me, it's still a $2,500 truck.
Yeah.
But in
today's world.
In today's world, I guess it'd probably be around a $4,000 to $5,000 truck. I wouldn't even know where to even price it with the way things are right now.
If you're down here where I am, that's a $6,500 truck all day long.
Well, down where you're at, you could find ones like this without any rust on them.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, they're getting harder to come by, and then guys are just selling piles of crap for lots of money. I looked at a Square Body dually the other day, and I saw the price, and they had a picture from the left front corner, and it looked like it's pretty decent. And I clicked on it. It was like $5,500 or $6,500. I was like, okay. I clicked on it, and the whole right side had been crashed. It had no flare on the right rear. I mean, I was like, what do you? It didn't look like it'd run in 10 years. Like, what?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, they are priceless. That's true.
Yeah,
they are. And I tell you what, anymore, I had a couple of Silverados I wish I'd hung on to. I don't, but it's hindsight. Everybody's got that.
Oh yeah.
The guy that you had a 69 Boss or a 70 Boss Mustang is probably saying the same thing. Should have hung on to that one.
Yeah. Well, I've never had any really cool cars. I've just pretty much had trucks all my life, and I've gotten rid of a couple that I wish I would have still had, because I bought a 78 Scottsdale 2-wheel drive long bed. It was literally a grandma's truck.
Yeah.
I guess the guy I bought it from was selling it for her, and I think her husband passed away. One of those kind of stories. Well, I think they'd bought it brand new. It had a camper shell on it for most of the time, and it was parked under a carport. So it was in really good shape. Had just a few little rust spots on it. It was holly green, which is the non-metallic medium green, and green interior. And it's just like stepping back into 1978 when you was driving that truck. It was real low miles. I think like 60 some thousand miles on it. I mean, it was nice, but I had an idea to sell it and buy something else, and I did. And last I seen of that truck, it was rotting into the ground. And I talked to the guy, and he said, yeah, he said, I ended up scrapping it, because man.
Too many stories like that.
Yeah.
Too many stories like that. And there's always, I used to know a place that was a pretty cool little honey hole, and we used to go pick stuff all the time there, and there was all kinds of great stuff there. And the old man that had it, he was real leery about letting people come in, and he passed away, and the family's like paid somebody to come in and pull all the cars out of there, junk them all, and sold them land. I'm like, wow. God dang, dude, you just ruined this for so many people.
Yeah. Blake back.
Hey, Blake.
Yeah, you guys still sound like robots, kind of.
Oh man,
like you guys are in the fourth dimension. Am I all glitchy and stuff?
Wait, Wait a minute. Are we in the fourth dimension?
We might be. Could it be? Could it be because of my poor service?
Probably
It wasn't.
not.
It was because it seems like it's been way better tonight than it was last week.
It has been. And
Yeah.
you sound great, Blake. Do I sound like crap too?
Just a little robot tinny.
Huh.
Like he freeze a little bit.
Huh.
You're
That's
the
weird.
J-Bos now.
Oh, jeez. There's only one J-Bo.
Yeah, ugly truck on that 74. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know off the top of my head if cruise control was a factory option in 74. I'd like to say yes, but I'm not for sure. It's probably if I could look at the turn signal switch or the switch and how it's set up, I could tell you if it's a factory deal or not, but not sure off the top of my head. I need to go up there and check that out because from the pictures I've seen, it looks like a pretty cool truck.
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be a pretty highly optioned truck in 74 to have that, though. That'd be pretty neat.
Hey, Fishing by Faith. Jeff.
How's it going?
Thanks for joining in.
Yeah, I need a brownish tannish gold 74 to 86 or even 87 square body to pull the My Concho Malibu around with. I think it's only fitting.
That would be slick.
Like put some Kragers on the truck. My dad had a white, I want to say it was an 84 or 5. No. It was a 78. And he had the Kragers on it. And man, I see pictures of that truck all the time. I'm like, that'd be so cool. Put Kragers on my trailer and throw Honda up on there. It'd be fun. That'd be fun. Hit the lottery.
When I first was building my rock crawler and had it going, the story behind that Blazer was it was a factory original truck. It had really, I mean, it was like 1979, but it was so rusted out it wasn't hardly drivable. I got it for $150 just for the transfer case.
Yeah.
And we started driving around the field and stuff. I'm like, man, this thing's a blast. So it just kind of escalated from there. Well, then I ended up turning it into an off-road only truck or Blazer. So I bought another Blazer 79. It was identical to this one, except for the black and silver was flip-flop. It was black in the middle and silver was the primary color. So, and I used to have pictures of it. I actually pulled it to the off-road park with my other Blazer. So I'd almost flip-flop matching Blazers, pulling in. That was pretty cool. But I ended up, actually, that Blazer, the other one, I ended up trading it off for Squeaky, my stepside.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Street Fox?
Street Fox.
Doing Mustang things. Love Fox bodies.
How's your money, y'all? 4 people's in the house.
I got to step away and give my little one a hug goodnight. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm coming. These cicadas.
Do. I appreciate everybody jumping in here and hanging out with us. Blake was on here from Bad Tree Productions, but he's having some audio and issues and some other stuff. So he might be back.
Yeah, his computer. There he is.
He's back.
That's better. Yeah, my computer decided to lock up and go like max headroom. I'm like, oh no, what just happened?
So, do we sound better now?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't want you to miss out on my velvety baritone voice,
No. I mean, I had you guys right on deck on the phone. I didn't want to miss a second of this.
Oh,
live entertainment we had.
Dude,
here,
it's
folks.
listen.
Make sure to hit that thumbs up.
That's right. You get
Yeah.
some bearded guys on a camera on the internets, and things get
Yeah.
a little out of hand.
Yeah, Street Fox, what's up, brother? And he knows that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go, Ryan. Ricky's truck.
Yeah. See, I need that. Do you want to sell me that, Ricky? He's like, yes, for an obscene amount of money. I've seen the market where you're at.
Well, Ryan, you got Jake's got that S10.
He does.
That's kind of square shaped. That's like
it is
mini square body, right?
They're baby square bodies. That's what we call them.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. I really, honestly, I can't wait to be done with my car. I want to start on his truck so bad. I'm so overworking on my car right now.
I'm ready for all of us to have everything. You know, driving, running onto a trailer, stopping.
I can't make one more video of me going, well, we're working on this piece of crap Malibu again.
I mean, it's part of the trip. I mean, that's
true.
Part of what people come to see. And
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I think I started doing some racing stuff there for a while, and there just hadn't been much racing action going on around here. And Dave's not moving his car out of the trailer until we get closer to the No Name Nationals. We're going to go test here in, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. So, I don't really have much action going on. It's just working in the garage, and what we do in the garage has been nothing but a cluster F. So it's been kind of hard to film all the mess.
For some filler, you could make some kind of goofy song, or use a payphone.
Yeah. I can make a song like I just called Blake from Bad Tree Productions.
Yeah.
No, I'll leave that one on the editing room floor.
You want to leave that one on the okay. Yeah, I'll try again later. Not bad for the first swing though. You gotta get
Hey,
E for effort.
Freestyling. We'll sign you up for a couple battles and get you warmed
I
up.
mean, I've been known to chop down a mic or two in my day.
Oh, the old karaoke days, yeah.
Yeah. My code name at the karaoke bar was Choppa Style.
Choppa Style.
Were you a member of the Midwest Choppers?
I was for a short stint there, but I had to do some time in Lompod and for street racing.
Right. I think Tech Nine sang a song about that.
It did. It did.
What's up, Red Eye?
Red Eye, what's happening, brother?
Hey, man.
I'm seeing some familiar names in the chat.
I'm never selling it.
You guys see me like scream and my camera go wild? I've got a bug that's about 3 inches long just landed in the floor in front of me. It's currently on its back, struggling. Let me see if I can.
Oh, yeah. You give him the boots medium style.
Well, that's a big in there. Yeah. Just a second ago when I stepped off screen, there were 2 cicadas trying to stop me from getting in the house. And
that's
the camera
alien,
been on me.
Dude.
Yeah.
They're invading. You need to kill it.
It's taken care of. I handled it.
Ooh.
He's been dispatched.
He's been dispatched.
Yeah.
Did you mute it so we didn't hear the crunch, or?
It wasn't on camera.
Yeah, I was letting you guys talk while you guys were talking. I like nice and easy. It wasn't a quick one either.
That's for spooking me, buddy.
If that would have landed on my neck,
dude, now
talk about a fat guy screaming like a girl,
buddy. I don't do bugs, man.
I'd be okay if a black bear come crawling up here. I probably would be as scared as if that bug would have landed on me.
Yeah, I'm not a bug guy. I don't do the bug thing.
Yeah.
Look,
creepy crawlies landing.
Everybody's got their own thing, I don't mind a mouse or a rat, but when you got a bug,
a mouse or a rat, you see coming, man. When a bug hits you, it's unexpected.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or a bear. You can see a bear coming at you.
Yeah.
So you don't.
Most time, yeah.
But when you're at the state park at the old dugout toilet sitting there watching YouTube and you feel something tickle you.
Yeah. Oh. How about no?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Oh.
Yeah. So what's on the agenda this week, gentlemen? But I know everybody's working on something this weekend. I know you got to finish that Duramax so you can get
Yep.
your shop cleared out so you can start working on Squeaky.
Yep.
Because you got other things to do to Squeaky besides the motor, right?
Yeah, I've got fuel tank. I still got to finish the brakes on the rear. A couple things I want to check out on that transmission. I really don't. I thought about trying some different stuff on that transmission, that old truck 4-speed, but man, it just shifts so smooth and so nice. I don't want to get into it too big, but there's a couple things I want to check on it. I want to take that bench seat out that weighs 500 pounds and put some racing seats in it or something lighter.
Yeah.
Drive shaft. I've got a long ways to go, but if I just get with it and get the parts in and stuff, and get this truck out of my way, then I think I'll be able to make it. The engine part of it, that's actually the least of my worries, because I do have a plan B, but if the engine doesn't get together in time, but it looks like it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
As far as getting the parts in, I got bearings, rod main bearings in today, something like that. And just kind of getting parts here and there for it. But
Blake, Nacho Cuda.
Oh,
We got the springs in. We got the rear end done.
Yeah, that's all done.
We got the big meats on it, the saucy meats.
Yep. The 10.5s.
We're still waiting on some valve train parts to arrive.
Damn, it's like, hey, let everybody know, Ryan, what's next for Nacho Cuda.
I'm not telling them. I'm not telling them.
No, we got a Demon carburetor. We're going to fit that, get the linkage, everything lined up on that while we're waiting for BR3 Racing rockers and shafts to come in, shims and all that stuff. Then we got to do a push rod measurement and then order those. And not just Nacho Cuda, but the Motley Crew cab, Jeremy's Dodge Dart 4-door. That's what we call that one.
I love it.
Oh, he had that MSD box that you gave him, and Andy found that there's broken ground in it, and it was cutting out at 3,000 RPM, like we know about, right?
Yep.
Looking at the fuel filter today, it's a see-through one. There's like no gas in it. I'm wondering if that 850 Brawler, that stroker motor, it's just starving for fuel and cutting out at 3,000 with the MSD box, because then he went to switch in the Chevy HEI module that he didn't even want to run.
No run. Okay.
So I have a Holly Annihilator box that I was going to use in Nacho and try to run some kind of two-step with it for more consistent launches. And I'm like, well, shit, man. I mean, Nacho runs. It's fine. I don't need that. And if it can get Jeremy running, go ahead and try bolting it on. So when I got back into town, they had the hood open, messing with that. No camera, of course, because all that shit was up at my house.
Yeah.
But hopefully both these cars are fight and wait in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I
don't think there's anyone I could really race. I'm stock 5.3, 373s, 4L60E. Everyone has hot rods. Hey, now there's not everybody's got hot rods. There's guys that are bringing some pretty mild stuff. There's going to be a good mix. There's
that's
it's not all racing. It's not all about the drag racing. I mean, there's a lot of that going to be going on, but it's like Ugly Truck Experience. I told them they need to bring something up there. Well, we don't have anything that's going to race. It's like it's not about racing.
They're having a car show too. They're having a burnout show.
Well, another thing is you don't have to have a hot rod like what Ryan's got or like what we're running and stuff. It's going to be a bracket class for 2 days, so you could take something. You could take the wife's minivan and have a ball of a time, dude. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if it's slow or fast. Getting out there and race against buddies is a hoot. And the bracket race makes it's like the Colt revolver, man. Made every man equal.
Yep.
So
always.
And then plus everybody's going to be there, and it's going to be it's like the Woodstock YouTuber car events, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be a blast, and I can't wait to meet a bunch of you guys. It's
just got to do it, dude. Just got to do it, Red Eye. Like, don't even think twice about it. I mean, like I said, I've seen some of these guys and some of the stuff they're bringing, and I've almost no doubt in my mind that
there's
3.
There's 2 guys racing buses at this event.
Yeah,
like
you know, like Tall John's Fun Shop has a tour bus that he rents out to bands, and that's what he's gonna race. And then I think what is it, Poor Boy or Pole Barn?
Pole Barn.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Yep.
There's 2 channels that are exactly the same sounding almost, but I think they're gonna try to do something with buses or whatever.
Yeah, and then there's
so it's not going to be top fuel cars here, people.
No,
there's going to be everything across the board.
Yeah,
and then the burnout event, and then there's the mini bike thing that people forget about.
Yeah, the monkey bike challenge.
Yeah, and then a car show too. So
yeah,
I mean, it's got everything across the board covered.
I'll just go ahead and do it now. Friday and Saturday. YouTube and race car media. There's burnouts and car shows and bracket racing.
Be there.
Yeah.
Square body stuff will be headlining.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, just you don't know who we're gonna get. I mean, are we gonna get Chad or are we getting Stumpy?
Ooh.
He might show up there. Still Stumpy. We might drag him along.
I heard Stumpy likes to party.
Oh yeah. You gotta watch him though.
Yeah, watch out.
He already wears really short shorts and he gets to partying. It gets pretty interesting. So
don't get him jumping around is what you're saying.
I love it.
Hey man, I think short shorts is in style again. That's all these kids are rocking mullets and like boxers. It seems like I'm like, what the hell? I'm just watching my kids and I'm like, they wearing anything? It's like the 80s.
Yeah. This is Jeff, this is gonna be in Sikeston, Missouri.
Yeah, it's at Jeffers Motorsports Park in Sikeston. Yeah.
I'm glad you could get that out that easily, Ryan. Yeah.
Jeffers Motorsports Park?
Yes.
It's going to be at Jeffers Motorsports Park.
I don't know if I can ever say it again.
Sikeston, Missouri.
Yeah.
September 30th, October 1st.
Yeah. John asked me to come up with the booth.
The worst part about me not being able to say that at all is I see the poster in the background. I can read it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even get it out. I'm like, whatever.
It's
Sikeston, Missouri at Jeffers Motorsports Parkway. Oh, damn. Hit it.
Yeah. See, there you
go. Motorsports Park, not way.
Yeah, not Parkway. It's not a parking lot. Jeez, come on, Blake.
Sorry to bust your bubble, Blake, but
all these people are going to show up to a freaking parking lot in Sikeston called the Parkway.
I was a sales manager for diesel fuel and propane. I was kind of a Hank Hill. Propane and propane accessories.
Propane.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. Quit kissing that head. Anyway, I'd have to do commercials, the ads for on the radio. And I'd sit there with the radio guy for like 2 hours in the back room, keep messing up. He's like, man, I thought you said you had a YouTube channel. Like, don't you think you'd be good at talking? And I'm like, yeah, man, but I can't read and talk at the same time for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm dyslexic as hell. I told you the place that was next to our motel. I'm like, barbecue and umbrellas. And I look at it again, it says burning embers.
Wow, that's pretty awesome, Red Eye. Good job, man. That's the dudes at Street Racing Channel. They're good. They're good dudes. They're good dudes. They know how to work a street too. Something else.
That's part of Old Man's Garage too, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the dad. Yeah.
Yeah,
You watch Old Man's?
Huh?
You watch his channel?
I've started to.
Yeah.
They were actually at my home track when he wrecked the Nova. They were just an hour away from me, but I had to work, so I couldn't go up there to see him.
Yep.
He ended up wrecking the Nova.
Yeah, it sucked. That sucked. Yeah, but yeah, they're good dudes. I like. My son. That's part of the reason why my son has an S10 because he watches Billy.
Yeah,
and he's like, I either want a Malibu like you, a 70 Chevelle, or an S10. I was like, S10 it is because all of those stuff's way too expensive, and I'm not going to watch you wreck a 70 Chevelle.
Yeah.
The little one there informed me I have about 15 minutes, or she'll be upset.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm probably gonna have to get off.
She raced go-karts for her first ever time at this place. There's a height limit and an age limit, but she's freakishly tall for 4 years old, and the age limit's 5. So I wasn't saying shit, and I'm like, green means go. That's your right foot. Left foot, stop. I'm like, don't even worry about the left foot until you get back to the pits. Just keep that green foot down.
Keep it down.
They only go like 5 miles an hour, but they're gas and they're all by themselves out there racing amongst other little kids. And there's she hit the wall hard in turn 4 one time, and she got spun out. She came across another kid's nose, got T-boned. She loved it. I was calling it like a NASCAR race. The slowest one you ever seen. But and then she hopped in with me and went on the big ones. And I'm like, now that she's driven one, I was explaining on arcing into corners and hitting apexes and trying to stay smooth. And, when you're passing people, even putting it in front of them helps her understand. So then I took her back to the little one. And she was trying to go wide and cut in, and she was still bouncing off the walls and stuff. But what do you expect? She's 4.
Yeah. Got to start somewhere, man.
I'm going to win a big trophy, Dad, like you. And I'm like, okay. I hope so, sweetie.
Yeah. Tell you what, there's not a lot in this world is cooler than being a dad.
Yep.
Hot rods are cool. Racing's cool. It's good stuff. But, man, being a dad.
Well, and when your kids are into the same thing as you, though.
Oh, yeah. Dude. Yeah, I eat it up. Austin was mad at me when I sold my 65 Mustang. I didn't know he loved it that much, or I wouldn't have sold the damn thing. And because every time we rode in it, it had no mufflers. It had the road race exhaust on it. It was exited right by the side glass. So he'd be in the back seat constantly doing this. And I'd be, you okay? And he'd be like, and so I thought he hated it. And I sold the damn thing. And he tells my mom one day, he's like, I wish Dad wouldn't have sold the Mustang. That was my favorite car. I was like, oh man, shoot.
Yeah.
So your grandfather now, Red Eye?
Man.
Hey. Damn. Yeah, you'll only be 60 when.
Bro, you may not like the band. Yeah, you're gonna be able to keep up. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my oldest granddaughter is, I think she just turned 6.
Man.
So.
And how old are you, Chad?
43.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I started early. Her dad, my oldest son, he was born 7 days before I turned 17. So.
My cousin's the same way. I think he had his oldest in high school. And then his oldest ended up having one after his senior year. Ended up giving birth to the kid over in Japan.
Oh, wow.
He ended up marrying the girl. She was in the Air Force.
Wow.
So he wasn't even serving. He moved over there. It's like you had all the stay-at-home chicks, and then you had him. And he, like, all the dudes over there serving didn't treat him the same. Like, they didn't want anything to do with them.
Yeah.
So they did a bunch of snorkeling. raising the boy.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff, that's true. And I tell you what, my grandfather was the biggest influence I had in my life growing up, besides my mom. And boy, when I lost him, that was a woof. That was an '08, and it still hits me in the guts. And wish I'd had more time with him, but I got him until I was 24 and 25. I don't know, however old I was. I think I was 25. And some of the best times I ever had with that dude. He taught me so much stuff. And so, I'm telling myself, like, I can't wait to be a granddad. I actually can. I can wait because that means my kids are gotta grow up. I'm not done busting their ass yet. I like to mix it up with them, but
you got boys, man.
Yeah, man, they're right. They're right. They will test you in ways you never thought you could be tested before. But I'll take it over having a daughter because, man, I don't know how they do it. My brother-in-law's got 2 daughters, and I tell him all the time, boy, we actually just hung out together not too long ago, and when his daughter brought her boyfriend, she's 14, she's got a boyfriend. She brought him out on the boat, and I mean mugged him the whole time. And I said, "Are you that dude that she showed me pictures of doing some kind of duck face on the internet there?" And he goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, don't do that anymore." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And I said, "And don't mess with my niece because your whole family will pay dearly." Okay. And he goes, "Okay."
So, fellas, I propose this: if this whole automotive YouTube thing doesn't pan out, we just corner ourselves and we just die.
Yeah.
Let's just all start fishing channels.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
So much cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the military, my parents ran a family care home, stable legend 34 years. We're here for the finals. Oh, wow. Damn. Yeah, my grandfather was in the infantry and was in 40. He went in. When did he get drafted? 43. I don't remember. I can't remember exactly when he got drafted, but yeah, he fought in the Philippines, and then they moved him, and he ended up in Germany at one point in time. It's crazy stuff, man. It was some of the coolest stuff here. You hear those stories. The guy was in his 80s. He told the stories like it happened 10 minutes ago.
Oh yeah.
And at some point in time, I was tired of hearing the same stories. But what I wouldn't give to be able to sit down and hear one of them stories again.
Well, he didn't have 20,000 things flash in front of his face in one day.
Yeah,
like what we do.
That's true.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
My uncle Mark, he was in World War II.
Yeah,
or whatever. He said, what the best thing about being 5'3" was I was done with my foxhole first every damn time.
Yeah. Yeah. He
died in the 90s, but he was funny. He never. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, my mom's dad, he was in the infantry, and then he ended up being a bomber guider, and so they'd send him into the jungle, and he'd have like 6 or 8 men with him, and they'd set up radio and guide bombers. He said he ended up having a Zero drop in on him at one point in time and killed 2 of his men, and he rolled over into a foxhole and fell in on top of his gun. So all he was doing was laying there hoping he didn't get hit by a stray. So it was the longest. He said it felt like it was 3 hours, but it couldn't have been more than a minute of just getting peppered by one of those damn things. And my other grandfather was a fighter pilot instructor, and so he did all kinds of crazy stuff in airplanes. But cool stories, man. They were cool dudes. A whole different generation, man. This generation, they're just.
Oh, and it came out of nowhere because we were we wanted to be, left alone, independent, screw what the rest of the world's doing.
Wow.
Until,
yeah,
get Pearl Harbor happening, and then you wake a beast. And it's like,
yeah.
Like,
Wild time.
Manufacturing was crazy, and then it all shut down in wartime effort.
Yeah. It was interesting times. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I don't have any cool stories to tell. All I got is cool street racing stories to tell my grandkids. You know what your granddad did? He acted a fool in the middle of the night, and he ran cars down dark roads he shouldn't have done.
I got ran over by a Chevy Equinox on a moped.
What'd you say?
I got ran over by a Chevy Equinox on a moped.
You did. Yeah, let's
I
go,
know.
Brandon. Amen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, swirling the toilet bowl. Swirling the toilet bowl.
I'll tell you one thing I noticed today too is common courtesies kind of went out the window.
Oh, that's gone.
Yeah.
bud.
Anytime you're around like a big congregation of people, it's like, you know how you ever go to a football game and everybody's just shoulder to shoulder trying to just make a lane.
Mhm.
But imagine people are doing that still mentality, but plenty of room to move around.
Yeah.
It's like I find myself sidestepping constantly.
Yeah, me too, Red Eye. I gotta hop off, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it, man. Thanks for letting me hop on here with you, Chad.
Hey, no problem. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me.
Yeah, Chad.
And
Yeah.
we'll all get busy on our projects, and we'll see each other at No Name Nationals.
Hey,
We should
ain't
check
no doubt.
in on our projects next week. Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be some more videos, more vidges coming out real soon. Always be liking, sharing, and always be scribing.
Hey, Shop Cat. I shared your live earlier, so I was hoping to see some more familiar guys.
Yeah.
Shop Cat's a legend. He's a very good supporter.
Yeah.
Those
What's
Street
up,
Fox,
Shot Cat? How's
right
it
on.
going, man?
See you, Street Fox.
Yeah, later, Street Fox, man. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna get
Appreciate
inside.
you coming by.
Alrighty, subscribe to Square Body Stuff.
You better do it if you hadn't. I'll see y'all later.
All right. Take care, Ryan.
Bye, buddy.
See you. All right. So I think I'm about to head in and shut her down, except we got Shop Cat just showed up. Hate shutting it down when someone just shows up. But it's good coming on these lives. It's my second one, and they're doing pretty good. I like doing it, and I appreciate you guys coming out and watching, hanging out with me. I think doing this on the tailgate of the truck is pretty fitting for my channel and pretty fitting for how I like to do stuff. So, hey, master of great timing over here. Oh yeah, that's usually the way I am. Show up at the last minute, or it's no big deal. I ain't not a big deal. I'm a night owl. I work night shift. This just happened to be my night off, so I don't have to do anything. But so looking forward to seeing everybody at No Name Nationals in Sykeston. Go check that out. Of course, the guys that were on here, Ryan from Streetcar Chronicles, go check them out. And Blake from Bad Tree Productions, go check them out. You know, if you're not subscribed to them, check them out. Subscribe to them. If you're not subscribed to me and you're watching, subscribe. We appreciate it. All right. Good night, Ricky. Appreciate you stopping by. Well, I'm proud that my live stream was the first one you were part of. That's pretty cool. Ricky, if you're still there, do you have I guess I need to check out your YouTube channel, see if you got anything going on there. I don't think I've ever checked it out. So, all right, everybody. I think I'm going to cut this one off. I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm going to try to do this. I don't know what days, but try to do this maybe at least once a week or maybe every other week. Just depends on my schedule and what fits in best. And there'll probably just be spur of the moment, last minute things because I have a hard time planning anything. I made a short video this morning saying I was going to try to do this around 7 or 8 o'clock, and it ended up being like 8:30, 9 o'clock where I got on here. Night, Shop Cat. Thanks for stopping by, guy. But yeah, got hung up somewhere and trying to get some parts for that Duramax. and took too long. So I hate scheduling anything because at the last minute, my whole world can go upside down. So just keep checking in and seeing if I got anything live going on next week or the week after. But I will have some more videos coming out. I think I'm going to do a video on the Duramax I'm working on, and I'm getting some parts coming in for old Squeaky, my 305 stroker, or 339. I don't really know what the best way to say that is, but it's a stroke 305. Got some parts coming in for it. Some pretty cool pistons. Hooked up with a company called DSS. They made me a good deal. So, anyways, for all of you still watching, take care. Y'all keep your square bodies rolling or whatever you're driving. And we'll talk to you later. Yeah, we'll talk to you later, Blake. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it, man. See y'all later.